Welcome to the International English Language Testing System. Good afternoon. This is the examiner. My name is Aditya. My examiner ID is 235723 and the examiner ID is 2530. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you please tell me your full name?
Yes, my full name is Tanjit Rahman Saad, but you can call me Saad.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you some personal questions.
Okay.
So, where are you from?
I was born in Khulna, but I'm from Dhaka.
Okay, so are you currently studying or working?
I'm currently studying. I'm a student of class 9 and I study at MUBC.
So, what do you like to do in your leisure time?
I do a lot of things in my leisure time, like I read books, I cook, and I listen to music a lot, and rest of the time I just sleep away my time.
Okay, so do you like to read books?
Yes, I do like to read books. There's a lot of books in my house. I read them occasionally.
Okay, what genre of books do you read?
I usually read historical books because they are both entertaining and educative at the same time. I think everybody should read historical books since it is very entertaining and educative.
Okay, who is your favorite book writer?
My favorite book artist is Quinn Follett. He's a historical fiction writer. I loved his book so much, especially that book called The Pillar of Earth.
Okay, so do you have any hobby?
Yes, I do have a hobby. I really like cooking and collecting stamps, special cooking. Cooking is my favorite hobby because it's very creative for you and it's very refreshing.
Okay, now let's move on to the main spoken test. This
Okay.
test is divided in 3 parts. Okay, now let's start with part 1. This topic is your favorite place. Okay, what place do you most like to visit?
I most like to visit is library. Library is a place where you can read various kinds of books. You can also borrow books from there and bring them to your house and read them. And library is a very quiet place. You can read books there without any interruption. No one will interrupt you while you are reading. That's why I like library so much.
Okay, how often do you visit this place?
I visit this place very often, especially in my leisure time. I leave my house and go to the library and read books for 1 or 2 hours. And there's also in my school library. When I get tiffin break, I go to the school library and read books.
Okay, why do you like to visit this place so much?
I like to visit this place so much because there's no noise in the library. No one will disturb me while I'm reading, and I can find almost every kinds of book in the library, so I can read which kinds of book I like. And there's also a librarian there. She's a very nice lady. She always treats me when I go to the library, and that's why I like it so much.
Okay, it is popular with many other people.
Yes, it is very popular with many other people, especially in my area. This library is the most popular library in our area, and that's for a very good reason because since it's very well built, people like it so much. And yeah, that's all about it.
Has it changed very much since you first went there?
Yes, it has changed very much since I first went there. When I first went there, I was 11 years old. It was 4 years ago. This library was still under construction. There weren't many books to read, and they're very out of control. The people in that library were very out of control. Everyone was shouting and screaming. There's no rules, and that was very disturbing. But now the construction of the library is over. It is very well built now. The windows are made with soundproof glasses, so no noise will disturb you from the outside. And there's a librarian who manages all the people, and they can shout and scream while we are reading. So it's very quiet there, and that's all that changed.
Okay, that is the end of part 1. And now I'm going to give you a topic. You have to talk about this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about this topic, and you can make some notes if you wish.
Okay.
Okay, your time starts now.
Time.
Okay, your time is over and now you can start.
Okay, the website I'm going to describe now is very useful website, and this website is youtube.com. So this especially people create an account on YouTube and upload various kinds of videos in that website. and i and this website is very useful because you can almost find all kinds of videos, and that's very useful. You can find many tutorials, and I found this address of the website is from internet. This is a very popular website, that's why you can find the address everywhere. And this website contains a lot of videos on tutorials. There are also historical footages, and there's also many experiments you can enjoy. and that's and there's also contains a lot of educative videos, and it was very useful to me because I learned cooking, almost all the skills of cooking, from YouTube. I also learned how to make a computer from YouTube, and that's why it was very useful to me. I think everybody should learn something from YouTube. If somebody wants to learn cooking, they can just search the recipe in YouTube and they can learn it very efficiently. And there's also many historical footage. Everyone can learn history from YouTube, and and that's a very effective way to spend your leisure time. You can watch videos on YouTube and enrich your knowledge, and that's all about it.
Okay, that is the end of part 2, and now I'm going to ask you some questions about the internet and communication.
Okay.
What effect has the internet had on the way people generally communicate with each other?
Okay, internet affected very efficiently in the way of people communicate with each other. Using internet, you can connect to any people in this world. You can talk from one corner of the world to another corner of earth using internet. And internet is unlimited. You can talk to your friend as much as you want, and it's almost instant. You can also text them and use emojis to express yourself, and that's almost instantly. uh, if you send your text, that almost reaches them instantly. And you can also use video chat, so you can see their face and talk face to face. It's almost very realistic.
Okay, why do you think the internet is being used more and more for communication?
As we know, the technology is advancing forward, and it will continue to advance forward, because people are being more dependent on the internet. And communication, internet affects communication a lot, and that's why I think people use internet to communicate with people, each other more.
Okay, how reliable do you think information from internet is?
Information from the internet is very reliable and accurate, but you have to make sure that you trust the website and the website is verified. You can trust a website that is biased or unverified, or and it will provide you fake information, and that's why you should be careful which website you trust, and you should always look for real information on the website.
What about the new things on the internet?
Sorry.
Uh, I said, what about the new things that are on internet?
Oh, there's very new things, because internet will be keep updating, and that's a very good thing. And that's all. Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you some questions about the internet and communication.
Okay.
Why do you think some people use the internet for shopping?
Well, some people use the internet for shopping because they're too lazy to drive all the way to the shop or walk all the way to the shop, because they're too lazy. And some people like to order from online, because on shopping from online give you extra options, and you can choose which kind of products you like and which colors of the products you like. And there are some people who don't like to order their products from YouTube, I mean from the internet, because um, some people are scared that they might get scammed, and they just want to stay fit so that they can walk all the way to the shop.
Why doesn't everyone use it in this way?
Everyone doesn't use shopping in this way because just like I said before, they're scared of that they might get scammed, or they're concerned for their health. They want to walk all the way to the hospital so that they can get fit.
Okay. What kinds of things are easy to buy and sell online? Can you give me some examples?
Well, small products like electronics, smartphones, backpacks, cosmetics, jewelries that are easy to buy and sell online. On the other hand, there are some things that are very hard to sell online. There's cars, there are pets and buildings, so they are almost impossible to sell online.
Okay. Do you think shopping on the internet will be more or less popular in the future?
I think shopping will be more popular in the future because the internet is advancing, and it will advance forward as long as it exists. So um, uh, people are being more lazy and lazy because the technology is advancing forward, and that's why they're ordering their products through online. They don't want to go to shop, and that's why I think internet will be more popular for shopping in the future.
Okay, this is the end of today's speaking test. Thank you very much.
Okay.